Today's class, we will discuss about temperature volume, pressure temperature diagrams, as well as PVT surface for water. This will be studied in our today's class. So, as we have already discussed about the temperature volume diagram for water, just I am going to review it. So, you have seen from this diagram on the vertical axis we are showing the temperature here, and on the horizontal axis we are showing the specific volume. So actually this curve or this lines you can see here, actually this point is called as the critical point shown by n here. Okay, now on the left hand side of this critical point n, and this curve or this line is known as the saturated liquid line. This is shown as saturated liquid line. So just I am going to write it again here. It is saturated liquid line, or you can also call it saturated liquid line or curve. On the right hand side of this critical point N, this curve or this line is called as saturated vapor line. Saturated vapor line. So these two lines, saturated liquid line as well as saturated vapor line, both mixed together at one point, which is called as the critical point. Okay. Now, and on the left hand side of this saturated liquid line, this whole area is the liquid area. Between this zone means between B and C, you can say F and V or J and K, etc. This whole area is known as the wet steam zone. So you will see only the wet steam will exist here. Only wet steam will exist here. It is called as the wet steam zone. Now, on the right hand side of the saturated vapor line, this whole area is called as the superheated steam zone. This whole area is called the superheated steam zone. Superheated steam zone. Now, suppose here we are following this curve, means this is A and then B, C and D. If we are following this A, B and C, A, B, C and D. So what we are seeing here is that actually this is the constant pressure line. A, B, C, D is the constant pressure line. So when we heat the water here, because it is the liquid zone, so at point A, the water is there, and when we heat the water, then we are following the curve A to B. So A to B is showing the sensible heating of water, because the temperature of the water is rising from A to B. It is the sensible heating of water. At point B, we are having the saturated water. At point B, we are having saturated water, and when we further give heat to the water at point B, it starts evaporating, and then it follows the line BC. So BC actually is the constant pressure and constant temperature line. Along the BC, pressure is constant as well as temperature is constant. Then the conversion of the water into steam will occur here. So between B and C, we are having the mixture of the water and water vapor, which is called as the wet steam. At point B, there is 100% water, which is the saturated water. But at point C, the conversion of the water has been taken place completely. So at point C, we are having the dry and saturated steam at point C. At point C, you can write we are having dry and saturated steam here. So if we further give heat to this dry saturated steam at the point C, its heating will start, or it will become the superheated steam. So up to the point D, the steam will be superheated steam. Now here you will see between the point A as well as the point B, you can see this dashed line. So this point is marked here, and actually this difference of this temperature between point B and A for the temperature, it is called as the degree of undercooling. If you are here at the point A, but at point PB, this is the saturated liquid. So what is the temperature or what is the difference of temperature at point B and at point A? It is called the degree of undercooling. Means what by what amount our liquid is undercooled from the saturation temperature. Similarly, at point C, we are having the dry steam, but here at this point if we heat the dry steam further, and it is shown here by this amount of the heat given to the dry steam up to any point, and it is called as a degree of superheat. So by what amount of heat we are giving to the dry steam to make it superheated steam, that is called as the degree of superheat. Actually, it is the difference of the temperature. If we write here T saturated T super temperature of superheated steam minus T saturated, so it is called as the degree of superheat. Okay. Similarly, for this here also, we can also write for this degree of undercooling too. This difference can be written as T saturated minus TW. This is called as the degree of undercooling. So this is for the curve A, B, C, D, but it is at pressure 1 bar. If we rise the pressure of the water at which it is being heated, then the curve obtained is E, then E, F, then G, H, and it is corresponding to the pressure which is 50 bar. Similarly, if we follow the curve I to J, K, and then L, it is at the pressure of 100 bar. So as we know, at 100 bar pressure, the boilers which are used to generate steam are called as the high pressure boilers. So at this pressure, this curve is moving upward, shifting upward. If we further increase the pressure at which the heating is done for the water to convert it into steam, then we get the curve M. This goes to here up to this point N and then O. So what we are seeing here, if we are increasing the pressure at which it is being heated from suppose 1 bar to 50 bar, 50 bar to 100 bar, and 100 bar to 221.2 R. At point N, there is the critical pressure. That critical pressure and its value is P is equal to 221.2 R. So at such condition or such pressure, when we are giving heat to the water, then we are seeing that there is no latent heat zone. No latent heat zone is there. No latent heat zone, it means we are not giving any heat in the form of the latent heat. So here the water will be converted to steam directly or abruptly or suddenly, because if we compare it with the JK, here the water first gets steam in the form of the latent heat, then the wet steam is obtained, then at point K we are getting a superheated steam. But N, at this point N, there is no latent heat zone is there. So we are not giving any heat in the form of the latent heat. The liquid or the water will suddenly convert into the steam at this critical pressure. So the boiler which operates under this condition of this pressure called as the critical boiler. If we further increase the pressure of the water for the heating, then we can follow this curve PQ. So PQ, it is that pressure, and this pressure is 400 bar. This pressure is greater than that of the critical pressure. So this pressure is called as the supercritical one. and the boiler which operates at this pressure called as the supercritical boiler. Here also you see there is no such latent heat zone is obtained. Zone is obtained or being seen here in this curve PQ. So directly the heat given to the liquid and the liquid directly converts, suddenly converts, abruptly converts to the steam. Similarly, if we go for the reverse, if we cool such vapor or the steam, it will abruptly condense into the liquid at such high pressure. So the high pressure boiling or high pressure boilers which are at the critical pressure or greater than that of the critical pressure are called as the steam generators, not the steam boilers. This is the difference because they are generating steam. Boiling is done at the saturation temperature, maybe on that temperature Jk according or along this line Fg or maybe along this line Bc because the latent heat is taken, evaporation occurs. But at the critical pressure, which is equal to 221.2 bar as well as 400 bar, there is no latent heat zone. So no boiling occurs. No boiling occurs at such pressures, critical pressure as well as critical pressure. So it is only the boilers operating at such pressures are called like the steam generator, not the boilers. So here you will see the pattern which is going to be used for the generation of steam. Now the different lines I have explained, I have already explained here. These lines are similarly described here. So next we are going to take the diagram which is called as the PV diagram for water, pressure volume diagram. So here from the PV diagram, again you can see and on this vertical axis we are showing the pressure P and on the horizontal axis we are taking the V. V is the specific volume actually. So again you can see here at the top side you will see this one point which is called as the critical point. And with this critical point you can see if you follow this curve, so this curve is again called as the saturated liquid line up to the critical point, saturated liquid line. And starting from this point B, this is called as the saturated vapor line, following this E and up to C. You can follow the saturated vapor line. On the left hand side, the total zone here is called as the liquid zone. On the right hand side of these curves, it is called as the vapor zone. This curve is called as the vapor zone. Vapor means here will be the superheated steam. This is the vapor zone or steam zone. Between these dry saturated liquid line as well as dry saturated vapor line, this whole zone is called as the wet steam zone, where you will get the mixture of the water as well as water vapor. Okay. Now see here, if here what we are doing, suppose you are here, if at point D marked here, if you are here at point D, and if we extract heat from the superheating steam, actually at point D, this exists here in the vapor zone, so vapor steam is there. If we take some amount of heat from the steam, then steam will be cooled. Or we can also say if we are compressing this steam, so on the compression of the steam, what will be happen? The from if we are moving from D to E, then definitely here the volume is decreasing. If we compress the steam, its volume will decrease, but its pressure will increase. So D to E is showing the increase of the pressure, but the decrease of the volume. Along this path, E to F, we are moving from this point E to the point F here, then we are seeing it is the constant pressure line. It is the constant pressure line. So here the phase change will occur from the dry saturated vapor to the water. We are further increasing the pressure. And at point F, we are getting the saturated liquid. So at the saturated liquid, we are getting a line which is approximately the vertical line. This line is approximately vertical line. It means it is actually the constant temperature line. Here the temperature is constant, and it requires a very large amount of the compression of the liquid. So we are getting a different types of lines at the here. You can see this is also temperature constant temperature line is also constant temperature lines at the different pressure. So here we are increasing the pressure. If we are increasing the pressure, then definitely we are having the different curves. This is suppose one bar, it may be 50 bar, it may be 100 bar. So when we are increasing the pressure, the latent heat zone is reduced here. So from this figure you can see there is a term known as the saturation state. Saturation state is a state from which the change of phase may occur without change of pressure or temperature. So at this point, ED as well as this point F, these the 2 points are there where the state is the saturation state. Means at point D, saturated vapor is there. At point E and at point F, saturation vapor is there. So from the point F or point E, if at the point F we are giving heat to the water, it will be evaporated. So the point F is called as the saturation state. And that is the saturated liquid here. At point E, we are getting saturated vapor here. So if we take some heat from the saturated vapor, it will again change its phase. So a saturation state is a state from which change of phase may occur without a change of pressure or temperature. इस स्टेट में प्रेशर एंड टेम्परेचर चेंज नहीं होगा, ओनली उसका विदाउट चेंजिंग इट्स प्रेशर एंड टेम्परेचर इट विल चेंज इट्स फेज either from the saturated liquid state or from the saturated vapor state. The saturated liquid line is obtained by joining the saturated solid state at various pressure. At the saturated liquid states with respect to the solidification and all the saturated liquid state with respect to the vaporization and all the saturated vapor state are joined together. So you can see and there are the different points. These are the different points. You can join any point. Each and every point over this saturated liquid line will indicate the saturated liquid or saturated state of the liquid. Similarly, over this curve, saturated vapor line, any point over this will indicate saturated vapor over this curve. You are not shown here the saturated solid line here. Okay? Because we are mainly focused in our thermal power plants, our thermodynamic system, only the water as well as steam property, they are mainly used in our thermal power plants. Liquid is generally the working fluid in power cycles and interest is often centered to the liquid vapor region only. So we are here, इसमें हम क्या करते हैं कि हमारे पास जो वर्किंग फ्लूइड हम ओनली हम लिक्विड का यूज करते हैं, कभी हम आइस का यूज नहीं करते. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट वी आर फोकस्ड हियर ओनली फॉर द लिक्विड वेपर रीजन ओनली, not about the solid region. So obviously we are focused or centered here only on the liquid and vapor region. From the figure we have already discussed, the PV diagram shows for the water and the other pure substance indicating only liquid and vapor phases. Here AV is the liquid saturated at the line BC and it is saturated vapor line. So I have already explained you that the point here, this point we are getting and this point is called as the critical point. Already written here, this point is called as a critical point, and the critical point is the point at which saturated liquid line and saturated vapor line both meets together. So there is no distinction in transition zone from liquid to vapor in this zone. The properties, pressure, temperature and volume at this point are called as the critical pressure, critical temperature and volume of water and their values are. So at this point, because it's a critical point, the pressure here at this point is called as the TC, which is the critical pressure, temperature is called as the TC, and specific volume is called as BC at this point. The values are given here. The critical pressure is the value, its value is 221.2 bar at the critical point. Temperature, its value is 374.15 degrees centigrade, and the value of specific volume is 0.00317 feet meter per kg. So actually these are your value, ये हमारी वैल्यू है दोनों क्रिटिकल पॉइंट में मिलती हैं। तो 221.2 बार प्रेशर होता है, क्रिटिकल टेम्परेचर की वैल्यू होती है 374.15 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड, एंड वैल्यू ऑफ स्पेसिफिक वॉल्यूम इज 0.00317 cubic meter per kg. So these values are obtained. Now there is a PT diagram, pressure temperature diagram for water, also called, it is called the triple point. So what happens is the triple point plays an important role in the study of general change of phase of a substance. Triple point. So here you can see there are different lines. This line is called as the fusion line. This is the fusion line. In fusion line, actually the line where the fusion will occur. So the solid, it is line between the solid as well as the liquid phase. Here it is the solid phase. Here it is the liquid phase. So between the solid and liquid phase, the line is called as the fusion line. Next is the vaporization line. This is moving rightward. This is the vaporization line. So this vaporization line is the line which occurs between the liquid phase as well as the vapor phase. So vaporization of the water will occur into the vapor. And there is this one more line which is called as the sublimation line. Sublimation line. So this sublimation line occurs between the solid phase as well as the vapor phase. Solid phase as well as the vapor of the gas phase. So these are the three lines. So actually, there is a coexistence of the solid and liquid phase. It occurs on the fusion lines. The two phases, which are the liquid phase as well as the vapor phase, coexist along the vaporization line, and the or along the sublimation line, the two phases, which are the solid phase as well as gaseous phase, will occur here. Now, at a certain point, these three phases, means solid, liquid, and vapor, these three phases exist at a certain point, and this point is known as the triple point. Triple point is the point at which these three phases exist. So, along the sublimation line, the solid and vapor phase are in equilibrium. Solid and vapor phase are in equilibrium along the sublimation line. Along the fusion line, solid and liquid phase are in equilibrium. So it is called as the fusion line. Along vaporization line, the liquid and vapor phase are in equilibrium along the vaporization line. The only point at which three phases may exist in equilibrium is called the triple point. It is the triple point. It means triple point पर क्या होगा? Solid, liquid and vapor, three phases will exist. The vaporization line ends at the critical point because there is no distinction change from the liquid phase to vapor phase at the critical point. So you can see here we are getting the critical point, and it lies of the vaporization line only. The fusion curve, the vaporization curve, and sublimating curve meet at triple point. These three curves, sublimating, vaporization line, or as well as the fusion line, these three meets at the point which is called a triple point. Thus, the triple point is defined as follows. The triple point is such a state in which the solid, liquid, and vapor. Triple point is such a state in which solid, liquid, and vapor phases of substance coexist in equilibrium. Means this point पर तीनों phases equilibrium में होते हैं, उसे हम बोलते हैं triple point. That's called the triple point. It is to be noted that the slope of the sublimation of vaporization curves for all substances are positive. So you can see here sublimation line this one and vaporization line this one, and the curve for these lines is positive curve. But along this fusion line for the water, this is the negative curve. This is not the positive. It is the negative because the value is of the value of is decreasing. Value is decreasing, है ना? From the final state to initial state for the water. So the slope of fusion curve for most of the substance is positive, but for the water it is negative. For the water it is negative. The boiling temperature is very sensitive to pressure change as indicated by the vaporization curve, which gives the saturation temperature at different pressure, but the temperature at which solid melts is no much sensitive. So from this curve we can see, suppose here we are at point A, at point A, and at point A we are getting that this is the solid phase. Here at point A there is a solid phase. I is shown here. I at this point I there is a vapor phase, but at point A solid phase. So the temperature here is TA. TA is the temperature at this point A. If we move from A to B, if we are moving from A to B, then at point B we are getting the liquid phase. A to B, A to B, if we are moving A to B, then the temperature is rising from TA to TTP. TA to this B value. Temperature is rising because it is the curve between the pressure and the temperature. So on the vertical axis we are getting the pressure, on the horizontal axis we are getting the temperature. So if we are moving from A to B, definitely the temperature is rising. So when we are giving heat to the solid means ice, its temperature will rise, and at point B we are getting the completely the liquid. Now if we are moving from B to A or B to C also, B to C, then definitely we are heating the water from B to C, because at point B we are getting the liquid, at point C we are getting the phase change. So B to C we are getting the liquid. So if we are giving heat at point B up to the point C, it is the sensible heating of the water, but it is occurring at the constant pressure, means A, B, C, D, it is the constant pressure line. A, B, C, D is the constant pressure line, where A is the solid, at point B to C the liquid, and C to D is the vapor or the gaseous phase, but it is occurring at the constant pressure. It is occurring at the constant pressure. So here you can say PA, that will be equal to PB, that will be equal to PC, and that equal to PD. Pressure is same, pressure is not changing. Here you can see the line FG, this FG. At this point, F and F to G. What it is indicating is that the pressure is same, but you can see F to G, the temperature is varying. Temperature is varying. At point G, we are having the superheated steam, and the temperature is very very high, and this temperature is beyond the critical point temperature. So, if we consider a solid state in which it is at a pressure higher than the triple point pressure, when the temperature is increased while pressure remaining constant, the line AB, you can see this line AB, pressure remains constant, and this point is above the triple point, above the triple point, line AB is there. So the substance passes from the solid to liquid phase. Along the constant pressure BCD line, the substance passes from the liquid phase to the vapor phase, and then gaseous phase as temperature increases. And at the triple point, three phases coexist in equilibrium. So this shows about the triple point as well as how the phase changing along the pressure line. Just it is shown on the pressure and temperature diagram. Now there are some PVD surface also. So, so for the PVD surface which are drawn on pressure value, volume and temperature surface. So for that we are just running again for this. Please ask your question if you any question, because PVD surface हम इसको बाद में करेंगे हम, है ना? Just you ask the question if you any question, please. Raise your hand and I will unmute you. If you have any question, please ask. Unmute yourself and ask a question. Because, is there any question?
नो सर, बस सर एक वो थोड़ा सा लग रहा था कि सर वो नेगेटिव में क्यों है, पर वो मुझे थोड़ा थोड़ा समझ में आ रहा है कि वाटर जो है प्रेशर वो टेम्परेचर जो है ऊपर जा रहा है, नेगेटिव
ये
साइड
देखिए
पीछे साइड
एक्चुअली
जा रहा है।
एक्चुअली ये डिपेंड करता है कि फ्लूइड पे डिपेंड करता है कि फ्लूइड हमारा कौन सा, उसकी क्वालिटी क्या है ना, डिफरेंट फ्लूइड डिपेंड करता है। वाटर के लिए नेगेटिव क्या है, आप देखेंगे कि हमारा जो कर्व है, आपने कहा सबलिमिशन कर्व देखा है या आपने वेबराइजेशन लाइन देखी है, तो आपको राइट वर्ड जाने पर वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही
यस सर,
है ना। बट आप इसमें फ्यूजन लाइन में देखेंगे तो वो क्या हो रहा
फ्यूजन,
है, डिक्रीज हो रहा है। अगर आप 1 to 2 कुछ भी लेते हैं तो
यस
उसमें
सर,
क्या वैल्यू क्या हो रही है, वैल्यू डिक्रीज हो रही है ना।
डिक्रीज हो रही है।
डिक्रीज वैल्यू के कारण क्या होगा, अगर आप निकालते हैं फाइनल वैल्यू माइनस इनिशियल वैल्यू, तो ये कहते हैं नेगेटिव वैल्यू।
यस,
सपोज अगर टेम्परेचर राइज हो रहा है तो क्या होगा, T2 माइनस T1 इट विल गिव द पॉजिटिव वैल्यू। बट इफ द T1 माइनस T2 इज डिक्रीजिंग, तो वैल्यू क्या आएगी, नेगेटिव आएगी। मीन्स उस डायरेक्शन में क्या होगा, टेम्परेचर डिक्रीज होगा आपका।
यस सर,
इसलिए क्या होता है, वाटर के लिए क्या होता है, ये हमारे लिए नेगेटिव मिलता
नेगेटिव,
है ना,
यस।
है ना। एज
और
वेल
सर
एज
जैसे जो एक जो पीवी डायग्राम, सर जो पीवी डायग्राम वाले में जो अपन ने वैल्यू लिखी थी, पीसी और
पीसी
टीसी
टीसी
बीसी
बीसी,
की,
हाँ या
हाँ तो सर ये तो सर मतलब जैसे न्यूमेरिकल में आएंगे तो सर यही
ये,
कांस्टेंट रहेंगे, है ना ये?
हाँ ये वैल्यू फिक्स है। टीसी की वैल्यू आपकी 221.2 बार है ना। टीसी की वैल्यू
यस सर,
थ्री
22
सेवेंटी फोर पॉइंट वन फाइव है।
374.15
और
सर,
बीसी की वैल्यू जीरो
जीरो
पॉइंट
पॉइंट जीरो
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 थ्री वन,
थ्री वन सेवन की प्रति, तो आपको
थ्री
याद
वन
रखना है ये वैल्यू, ये वैल्यू क्रिटिकल पॉइंट पर
यस
आपकी वैल्यू रहेंगी आपको, ठीक है।
यस सर,
है ना। इसे आप देखते हैं कि,
वाटर के लिए।
हाँ ये वाटर है, वैल्यू वाटर के लिए। अभी आपके इस चैप्टर में हम स्टीम में वाटर स्टडी कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, ऑन स्टीम एंड वाटर। सो नाउ वी आर टेकिंग द पीबीटी सरफेस। Actually, PVD surface क्या है? Actually here we can show some surface which is on the pressure, volume and temperature diagram. Okay. So here in this case just the pressure and specific volume and temperature, these are plotted on mutually perpendicular coordinates. Only we have taken pressure, B means specific volume and temperature, and each possible equilibrium state is represented by a point on the surface. Any point on the PVD surface is determined by any two independent properties such as pressure and temperature. And the regions of the surface that represents single phase, solid, maybe liquid, maybe vapor are labeled, and these surfaces are being curved. So just I am directly going here, and you can see if this figure is visible to you. Is this figure visible to you?
यस सर,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Actually, it is the curve which is showing the PVT surface, which is showing here. You can see on this axis pressure, and this is showing the volume, and this is the temperature. So you can see the different regions. This portion you can see, this is the solid region, solid. This is air solid is the liquid, and this is the gas region. The solid vapor region is this one. तो एक्चुअली अगर आप मानते हैं कि आपके पास एक क्यूब है, क्यूब लाइक स्ट्रक्चर है, तो उसमें एक अपने एज के अकॉर्डिंग हमने प्रेशर लिया है, दूसरे में अपने वॉल्यूम लिया और तीसरे में अपने टेम्परेचर लिया है। सो एक सरफेस हमारे लिए फॉर्म हो जाता है, वी गेट ए सरफेस। नाउ यू कैन सी हियर हियर यू कैन सी द T1 देन T2 T3 TC। एक्चुअली दीज आर द कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर लाइन्स। अगर हम T1 को फॉलो करते हैं, आई एम फॉलोइंग दिस T1, so you can see here this is the T1 which is showing the constant temperature line. It is showing constant temperature. It is showing the T2. Similarly, you can also see the different lines which are the T3 and TC. So along the TC, it is showing the constant temperature or the critical point here. This is the critical point. Okay. Then here another line you can see here M, N, then is it O, P, Q, R, and this is going S. So here you can see if we are going upward, then the pressure is increasing. Upward pressure is increasing. At this point, at this point you are giving some value, lower value of the pressure. But when we are moving along this line here up to this point, pressure is rising, pressure is increasing. This line represent the vaporization line as well as this line also represent the vaporization lines. This one. This whole zone is known as shown as the liquid. Here, liquid will be there. Below the on the left hand side of this line, only solid will be there, and in this area you will get the gas. So for this, we can take the PV surface here, or the PT and then TV surface are here. If we take it from here for the water, the pressure and temperature we are showing here. So if we take the curves by taking its view, we can see the such type of view are obtained. It is between the pressure and temperature. So this line is called as the SV line, means solid and vapor. This is the sublimation line. Here this is solid, here this is vapor. And along this line is the SL line. SL means solid and liquid line. Here there is solid, there is the liquid. So the coexistence of the solid as well as the liquid along this line. And this is called as the liquid vapor line or the vaporization line. Here there exists the liquid, here exists the vapor. And critical point exists here on this vaporization line. And between this is the vapor and this solid, this line called as the sublimation line. So just if we take its view from the side, we get this type of curve. Also another view can also be obtained between the pressure and volume here. So pressure you can see here, pressure rising here in this direction and volume in this direction. So this is called as the solid vapor region. Solid vapor region. Solid vapor region is obtained here means from this figure. This is the solid vapor region. If you take its a view from this direction, then you will get first the solid vapor region. This is the solid vapor region from this side. Okay. Then above this you are getting the liquid and vapor region. Here it is the gas, and this is only the solid liquid region, then liquid region, and this is the gas region beyond this curve. One more thing, triple point, it is triple point which is shown here by the triple line. Triple point is shown here by the triple line because at this triple point the pressure and temperature remains constant, but the volume may change. Pressure and temperature remains constant, but the volume may change depending upon the value of the pressure, because if we increase or decrease the pressure, especially volume of the steam will decrease or increase. So in place of getting the triple point, we are getting a triple line here. So again it is showing the same thing which I explained. You can also see the better diagram for this PVD surface, again shown by different colors. This is the solid region, this is the solid and vapor region, and it is showing the triple state. You can actually see this the line called the triple line, and these are the constant temperature lines. Constant temperature line on this axis. Constant temp. All these are the constant temperature lines here. The PVD surface actually it indicates about the pressure and temperature and pressure and volume diagram. So just how we have taken the diagram, you can see if we see you have already studied the drawing. If you see from this side, you will get such type of curve between the this is between the pressure and temperature. T will be here and temperature T will be here. But you will see from the front side, so here you will get the pressure as well as volume will be here. You will get such type of curve. So from the this PVD surface, these curves have been taken. You can also refer this diagram also. Same it is showing. The point is here. This is the water vapor region, the liquid water region, and solid is at the different temperatures. Okay? Now this curve I am going to explain in the next class, not today. Now one thing I want to discuss here before closing, and just to see this curve. You can use this curve, or you can also take this curve also. Both are same. So what we are seeing here, at the pressure 1 bar, we are having some certain temperature. At 50 bar, we are having some certain temperature. This is called the saturation temperature, correspond to saturation pressure. At 100 bar pressure, we are having the saturation temperature also. So what is happening when we are rising the pressure? What is happening when we are increasing the pressure? अगर हम प्रेशर इंक्रीज करते हैं किसी इसमें वेपराइजेशन में लिक्विड के लिए प्रेशर इंक्रीज करते हैं हीटिंग के लिए, so what is happening? So am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. देखिए आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कि आपका जो प्रेशर कुकर है उसका कॉन्सेप्ट क्या है। अगर आपको प्रेशर कुकर में वाटर को बॉयल करना है तो अगर आपने क्या किया, एक आपका केस है, या टेकिंग सपोज प्रेशर कुकर, आपका प्रेशर कुकर है, इसमें आपके पास ओनली वाटर है। प्रेशर कुकर यू आर हैविंग, एंड इन दिस प्रेशर कुकर यू आर हैविंग द वाटर। ओके, फर्स्ट केस में इट इज ओपन, ओपन है प्रेशर कुकर हमारा कैसा ओपन है, और सेकंड केस में एक क्लोज्ड है। तो आप जब देखते हैं ओपन रखते हैं प्रेशर कुकर के लिए, उसमें हमारा जो प्रेशर P1 होता है या P होता है दैट इज इक्वल टू 1 atm, होगा नहीं होगा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
1 atm होगा। लेकिन क्लोज वाले केस में क्या होगा, जब 1 atm प्रेशर होगा तो इससे करस्पॉन्डिंग टेम्परेचर मिलेगा, दैट इज आई एम गोइंग टू राइट हियर, दैट इज सपोज T1 इक्वल टू, बॉइलिंग के लिए टेम्परेचर मिलेगा आपको 100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड 1 atm
100
पर,
degree.
है ना?
Yes, sir.
That is also written as T saturated, T1 equal to T saturated also equal to 100 degree centigrade. ओके, तो आप देखते हैं जब आप वाटर का जब आप हीटिंग करते हैं, हीटिंग करने में क्या, अगर आपने प्रेशर 180 प्रेशर लिया है तो 100 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे क्या होगा, वाटर हमारा इसमें कन्वर्ट होना शुरू कर देगा, आपका वाटर विल बी कन्वर्टेड
Vapor में.
और B2C को फॉलो करेंगे, B2C को फॉलो करेंगे। ओके, इसमें आप देखेंगे ए से बी में जाने पर जितना अमाउंट ऑफ हीट की नीड है वो हीट दी जाएगी। मींस ओनली द हीटिंग विल बी डन इन ए टू बी, क्यू ए टू बी एंड प्लस क्यू बी टू सी। ओके, दैट इज फर्स्ट कंडीशन।
Yes, sir.
बट अगर हम सेकेंड कंडीशन लेते हैं, सेकेंड कंडीशन में सपोज यू आर हियर एट द 50 बार प्रेशर, जब आप क्या है, जब आपके प्रेशर कुकर का उसका जो लिड से उसको कवर कर देते हैं तो उस समय आपकी स्टीम बाहर नहीं जा पाती है, बिकॉज ऑफ दैट क्या होगा, प्रेशर वहां पर राइज होगा, प्रेशर विल इंक्रीज।
Increase.
ओके, जब प्रेशर इंक्रीज होगा, सपोज यू आर हियर एट एफ पॉइंट पर, हमने एज्यूम कर लिया कि आप कहाँ पर हैं, एफ पॉइंट पर हैं, तो आप
F
देखते
point.
हैं एफ पॉइंट पर है, तो इस केस में ई से लेकर एफ तक आपको ज्यादा लेंथ मिल रही हीटिंग के लिए, मोर हीट वी कैन गिव टू द वाटर। इज क्लियर?
Yes.
ए टू बी के कंपेरिजन में अगर आप ई टू एफ को देखते तो यहाँ पर आप ज्यादा हीट दे सकते हैं ना सेंसिटिव हीट के फॉर्म में।
Yes, sir.
जो वाटर को ज्यादा हीट दे पाएंगे इस हाई प्रेशर पर, तो मतलब क्या होगा, जो स्टीम फॉर्म होगी जी पॉइंट पर, उसमें क्या होगा, हीट की वैल्यू ज्यादा होगी, बिकॉज इट हैज टेकन मोर अमाउंट ऑफ द हीट एट द हायर प्रेशर।
Heat. Yes,
क्लियर?
sir.
अगर हम फॉलो
Yes, sir.
करते हैं, इफ वी फॉलो आई जी, अगर हम आई जे को फॉलो करते हैं तो इसमें आप देख सकते हैं, देखिए आप देख रहे हैं टेम्परेचर, अगर टेम्परेचर ज्यादा रहेगा जे पर,
Yes, sir.
ई एफ जे और अप टू एन तक जाते हैं, तो टेम्परेचर भी क्या हो रहा है, टेम्परेचर आल्सो इंक्रीजिंग।
Yes, sir.
ओके, मीन्स अगर हम प्रेशर ज्यादा रखते हैं, वी कीप द हायर एंड हायर प्रेशर, तो मोर अमाउंट ऑफ हीट इज गिवन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ द सेंसिबल हीट, बट लेटेंट हीट वाला पार्ट क्या होगा, कम होता चला जाएगा। Latent heat portion is decreasing, but the sensible heat portion is increasing. So we can add more amount of heat to the water if we are rising the pressure. ओके, इसीलिए आप देखते हैं कि हमारे प्रेशर कुकर में क्या होता है, अगर हायर प्रेशर वहां पर है तो जो कुकिंग होता है, कुकिंग हमारा बहुत फास्ट हो जाता है, बिकॉज वी कैन ऐड मोर अमाउंट ऑफ हीट। यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट?
Yes, sir.
प्रेशर कुकर में क्या है, वहां प्रेशर होगा, प्रेशर स्टीम जब फॉर्म होगी, स्टीम जब फॉर्म होगी तो हमारा उसका लेड से कवर किया प्रेशर कुकर को आपने, तो उसके कारण क्या होगा, प्रेशर डेवलप होगा स्टीम के कारण से, और वो प्रेशर कहाँ पर, वहां पर एक्ट करेगा जिसको हम हीटिंग कर रहे हैं।
Yes.
ओके। और जब अपने
Yes. Okay.
अपने प्रेशर कुकर के लिए बंद करके रखा है, तो उसमें जब स्टीम बन होगी, बनेगी, स्टीम फॉर्म होगी, तो इसी कारण से क्या होगा, उसका प्रेशर डबल होगा, बिकॉज स्टीम इज नॉट अलाउड टू एस्केप आउट। स्टीम बाहर नहीं जा रही
Okay.
है, स्टीम अंदर रहेगी। उससे क्या होगा, प्रेशर डेवलप होगा। जब प्रेशर बढ़ेगा और हम फर्दर हम हीटिंग कर रहे हैं कंटिन्यूसली, इस कारण से क्या होगा, वी कैन ऐड द मोर अमाउंट ऑफ हीट टू द
More heat.
वाटर। प्रेशर क्या होगा, वहां पर प्रेशर हमारा राइज होगा। प्रेशर जब प्रेशर राइज होगा और हम मोर अमाउंट हीट को हम दे पा रहे हैं, तो उसमें जो स्टीम फॉर्म होगी, उसका टेम्परेचर भी क्या होगा, ज़्यादा होगा। जो ज़्यादा हीट मिल जाएगी, जो सब्सटेंस है, सपोज यू आर हैविंग द राइस, यू आर हैविंग द पल्सेस एटसेट्रा, उसको कुकिंग क्या हो जाएगा, कुकिंग उसको ज़्यादा हीट मिलने से फास्ट हो जाएगा। So if we have to add the more amount of heat, then it is required that steam should be produced at the high pressure. तो हम हाई प्रेशर पर हीटिंग करते हैं, उसमें क्या होती है, हमें ज़्यादा स्टीम, मतलब स्टीम जो मिलती है, उसमें क्या होगा, सपोज वी आर गेटिंग स्टीम एट पॉइंट के और पॉइंट एन, तो एन पॉइंट हमें जो स्टीम मिलेगी, इसमें क्या होगा, इसकी एंथैल्पी क्या होगी, मैक्सिमम एंथैल्पी होगी, एंथैल्पी वैल्यू ज़्यादा होगी, मतलब उसमें ज़्यादा हीट होगी, एंड इट इज हैविंग द मोर अमाउंट ऑफ एनर्जी, सो इट इज़ वेरी यूजफुल इन केस ऑफ द पावर प्लांट्स। Okay. Okay, then I think it is over here. We'll meet tomorrow for our next one. Okay.
Yes.